I've got some good news and some bad news about the way you say the letter R. The good news is that you've chosen to speak English with a British accent. And to pronounce the letter R in British English is so much easier than American English. The bad news is it's still a difficult letter to pronounce. But if you watch this video all the way through, do all the exercises, by the end, you'll be able to say sentences like, Harry Potter wrote an urgent letter to Ron with his remarkable red pen, like a native. Hi, I'm Steve. Let's do this. In English, we only pronounce the letter R if it's followed by a vowel sound. So let's quickly remind ourselves what vowel sounds are. In the English alphabet, there are 26 letters, and 5 of them are vowels. They're A, E, I, O, and U. Say them for me. A, E, I, O, U. However, in today's lesson, we're talking about pronunciation. So the letters don't really matter. What we actually need is the sounds that they make. So let's quickly remind ourselves of the vowel sounds we need to help us pronounce the letter R. A. Like in the word cake. Say A, cake, A. A can also sound like A in the word bag. Say a, bag, a. Now E sounds like the E in eat. Say E, eat, E. It can also sound like like in the word leg. Say leg, I. Now I sounds like the I in fight. Say I, fight, I. But it can also sound like I, as in the word big. Say I, big, I. Now O has 3 vowel sounds. It has O, like in the word go. Say O, go, O. It can sound like O in the word frog. Say O, frog, O. Or it can sound like oo, like in the word do. Say oo, do, oo. Then you have U, and its name, U, is not a vowel sound, or at least not one that we can use to help us with the letter R, but its short sound Now that is a sound that we need, and it's pronounced like in the word fun. Say fun, So one last time, we've got A, E, I, O, U, and And they're the vowel sounds we need to help us pronounce the letter R. But we actually have one more vowel sound, and that's the sound that's known as schwa. It's a little sound, and it's the most common sound in the whole of the English language, and it can take the place of all the other vowel sounds. So to make that sound, just relax your tongue, open your mouth slightly, and from here, just make this noise. It's a tiny little sound, but it's a vowel sound, and it also can help us to pronounce the letter R. Remember, for this lesson, it's not the letters, it's the sounds they make that's important. Now we know our vowel sounds, let's learn how to make the R sound to go in front of them. The first thing we need to do is get our tongue in the right position. It has to make this shape. It's up at the back, and the front is curled upwards. It looks really difficult, but don't worry, I'll show you a trick to make it easy. What's important is that the tip of the tongue doesn't touch the roof of your mouth. I know some of you in your own language already make the R sound and use your tongue. It's a R sound. In English, that sound doesn't exist. The tip of our tongue stays away from the roof of our mouth. The easiest way to get your tongue in the right position is just to say the letter G. So say go, get, goat. And just before you say those words, you can feel where your tongue is. It's exactly how you want it. Pulled back in the mouth, and the front is curved upwards. Try again. Go, get, goat. Now we've got our tongue in the right position. what we need to do is get our lips in the right position. And to do that, I want you to pretend you're a teenager, or if you are a teenager, you don't need to pretend, and take a selfie with a mobile, like this. So you can see your lips are forward. It's like you're making a little kiss. It's not very pretty, I know, but that's the shape you need. Now we've got our lips where we need them, and we've got our tongue in the G shape, so it's back and up at the front. I want you to say these words. We're going from a G to the R. Remember, lips forward. Grass. Try again. Grass. Get a good G sound first. Grass. Green. Green. Grit. Grit. Remember, keep those lips forward. Grub. Grub. Notice your tongue doesn't really move going from the G sound to the R sound. It's just your lips go forward. Gr. Gr. Grass. Green. Grub. Ground. Try saying this word. Go. Notice your lips are right back against your face. Go. But we put an R in, and our lips have to go forward. Grow. Grow. Go. Grow. Now we'll say some words that start with an R and are followed by a vowel sound. Radio. Say it for me. Radio. Remember, tongue is back, lips are forward. Radio. Rich. Rich. Road. Road. Run. Run. All that sound is coming from your lips. It's not coming from your tongue. It's not reach and run. It's reach and run. Now say them with a double R. Radio. Reach. Right. Road. Run. Now we're going to practice changing from the letter B into the R sound. So just say for me, bite. Now put an R in and it becomes bright. Notice you're going from the B shape with the lips back, forward for that R, bright. Next from the letter T. So say tie. What a gentleman wears. Tie. Put an R in it. Try. Try. See my lips go forward in that little selfie? Try. Now let's try a sentence with a lot of R's in. The rabbit ran around the red rock. You try it? One more time. The rabbit ran around the red rock. Notice my lips go forward for all them R's. You try. Let's say this sentence. She wrote really rapidly. Notice here in the word wrote, it starts with a W. When a W is in front of an R, the W is not pronounced, it's silent. So it's lips forward for wrote. She wrote really rapidly. Your turn. Here's another sentence where the W comes before the R. He held the brush wrongly and damaged his wrist. He held the brush wrongly and damaged his wrist. Remember, the W's are silent. So just to remind ourselves, we only pronounce the letter R if it's followed by a vowel sound. But there is one exception, and that exception is the word iron. If we followed our rule that the R followed by a vowel sound has to be pronounced, then it should be iron. But it's not. It's the only word that does this, but it's pronounced iron. Just iron.
Iron Man.
Of course, there are lots of words in English that have an R in them that are not followed by a vowel sound, and in that case, we make one of 4 other sounds. Let's go through them. The first one we're going to look at is the schwa sound. That little sound that is so common in English. We use this when the R is at the end of a word, even if it has a vowel before it, or if it has a silent vowel after it. So in words like water, notice the ER at the end of this word, the lips stay back and it's just It's not water, lips don't go forward, just water. Water, baker, just bake and We're not pronouncing that R because it doesn't have a vowel sound after it. Weather, doctor, centre. Notice in that last word, centre, the R is followed by a vowel, E, but it's silent, so it's not a vowel sound. So it's centre. Now the next sound we can use for a letter R that isn't followed by a vowel sound is air. Air, like what you breathe, air. Your tongue is flat, air. Let's hear it, air. Use that sound to say these words. Stare, urgent, early, care. Notice all these words have an R in them, but it's not followed by a vowel sound. Let's practice that sound with this sentence. You need to repair the stair urgently. You try. The only difficult word here is repair because it has two R's. One at the beginning, which is followed by a vowel sound, the E sound, so lips forward, re, but the one on the end does not have a vowel sound after it, so it's just air. Repair. Repair. All the other words with an R in just pronounced air. You need to repair the stair urgently. The next sound we use for words that have a letter R but don't have a vowel sound after them is or. Again, your tongue is flat. Or. Your lips are forward slightly, but your tongue is flat. Use that sound to say these words. Door, saw, floor, pour. Just or. Let's try that sound in a sentence. He bought more doors from the store. He bought more doors from the store. Or. Your turn. Now try saying these numbers. 4. 44. Oh, I'm sorry. Can I just stop everyone for a second there, please? The lady in Tokyo. Yes, you. Your tongue is coming up when you're saying or. Keep it flat. Or. Okay? It sounds strange. And the other lady in Sao Paulo in Brazil, I don't know what you're laughing for because you're the same as well. Okay? Keep your tongue flat. Or. 44. 444. Excellent. It's much better. Now we only have one more sound left to learn for when an R appears in a word and it's not followed by a vowel sound and it's R. R. Again, your tongue is flat. It's the sound you make when you see something cute. R. Use that sound to say these words. Arm. Balm. Alarm. Car. Now in a sentence, we drank in the bar with the movie star. Notice the word drank does have an A sound after it. It's a vowel sound, so our lips have to go forward for that R. Drank. But all the others are just R. Tongue is flat, lips are back. We drank in the bar with the movie star. Now let's try a sentence with lots of R's in that uses all of those sounds. I really enjoyed learning about the letter R, so I should press the like and subscribe button. Take it slowly and remember, lips forward if that R is followed by a vowel. I really enjoyed learning about the letter R, so I should press the like and subscribe button. Now, at the beginning of this video, I said you'd be able to pronounce that difficult sentence with lots of R's, like a native speaker. So let's see if we can do it. Take your time, do it slowly first. Think about the R. Does it have a vowel sound after it? If so, lips forward. If not, tongue is flat. Harry Potter wrote an urgent letter to Ron with a really remarkable red pen. And that's all you need to know about the letter R. Next, click this link for more pronunciation help videos. See you next time.